So shoulder joint is the most flexible joint in the body. It has different degrees of movement. So God in his own mercy, he made different. So today's question came from Ahmad Sadiq. He's asking of causes of shoulder joint. How can he recover as fast as possible? And how can he prevent further shoulder dislocations? Okay. Let's assume this is the posterior, the back aspect of the shoulder joint. And let's assume this is the front aspect of the shoulder joint. So this is like the back of the shoulder joint. This is like the front of this shoulder joint. So shoulder joint is the most flexible joint in the body. It has different degrees of movement. So God in his own mercy, he made different things that will make this shoulder joint as firm as possible to prevent dislocation. So the first structure is the glenoid labrum, which is like a ring-shaped ligament that adds to the depth of this shallow hole, which is the shallow hole is the glenoid fossa, and this is now called the glenoid labrum. It adds to the depth and serves as protector. It helps this head to be fixed inside the glenoid fossa. So also here, so this structure is the glenoid labrum. And keep this at the back of your mind, because I will discuss it later in the prevention of for the shoulder joint dislocation. Apart from this, there is what we call ligaments. Different kind of ligament form the capsule. It adds to the protection of this joint, both from the front aspect and the back aspect. This capsule adds to the protection of the joint. Apart from the ligament that form this capsule, muscles from all aspects, from the back up and from below, from the front aspect beneath. This muscle also come together from the rotator cuff to add protection to the shoulder joint in order to prevent it from getting dislocated. But due to some injury or fall on an outstretched hand or any impact, direct impact to this shoulder joint, can lead to dislocation. And in dislocation, it's either it moves backward, posterior dislocation, or it's the hand moves forward, which is anterior dislocation. But anterior dislocation is more common than the posterior dislocation. So in anterior dislocation, this glenoid labrum that adds to the depth of this glenoid fossa for the head of the shoulder bone, which is the humerus, to get fixed, it can get torn. So when it gets torn, definitely the stability of the joint will reduce. So it can happen during the injury. Assume here this is the anterior aspect, sorry. So the tearing of this glenoid labrum can happen during the injury. So when you go to the person that doesn't use X-ray to view a joint before reducing it back to its original position, he can reduce it. During the reduction, he can also tear it further. This is the reason why go to the hospital immediately when you have this shoulder dislocation to prevent this tearing of this glenoid labrum. And from his question, he said, how can we prevent further dislocation? If so far this glenoid labrum is not recovered, the tearing of the glenoid labrum is not recovered, definitely slight impact on the shoulder joint, it will get dislocated again. Slight impact, it will get dislocated again until this glenoid labrum is being repaired and recovered to its original shape, so that the fixation into the fossa will be fixed. So my advice for you here is, if you want fast recovery, prevention of further dislocation, go to the hospital immediately when you have this shoulder dislocation. Thank you.